Okay, so today, we're doing rotations. Okay, if we look over the sideboard here where I'm at right now. Okay, SWBA. Samuel, can you tell me what SWBA stands for?
Students will be able to.
Thank you, Sam. Okay, students will be able to make rotations on a graph. Okay, so just like in 3.3. Okay.
We don't have Sam in here.
No, we do.
Oh.
Can you do the one on the top first? I mean, I'd rather do the.
What?
Algebra stuff.
Oh, you want to do the algebra stuff?
Yeah, that's better.
Oh, it should be older. Maybe we can do that afterwards.
Okay.
Hey, so we're on rotations here. So we first have to define what a rotation is, okay? So a rotation is, we'll define it as a turn, okay, around a fixed point called the center of rotation, okay? So it's turn around a fixed point. You have a fixed point and you kind of spin it around that, okay? You just spin it around that.
So it's pivoting.
Yeah, it's pivoting. Yeah, it's a good way to think of it. So the figure rotates at a specific angle and direction. It rotates at a specific angle and direction, okay? The angle is how much it rotates, okay? And for direction, we'll just always think about it as counterclockwise in this class, okay? We'll just think about it as counterclockwise in this class. Now we have let's rain down after us forget. Okay? So we're gonna rotate counterclockwise, okay? So show me with your hands which way is counterclockwise. Okay. Yes, most of us are going, okay, for you guys it'd be this direction, okay? For me this is counterclockwise as I'm looking at it, but for you that's counterclockwise, okay? So yes, we'll be going this direction here, okay? So if we start off with this figure, rotating it 90 degrees counterclockwise, we'll get it over here, okay? So to do this, we'll use the yield thing again. So we'll do x comma y yields, okay, like we've done the last couple sections. In this case, this one will yield negative x comma y. Negative x comma y, okay? For now, I'm just going to ask you guys to just kind of write these down as facts, okay? And then we'll explain it and talk about different ways that might be helpful for you to think about it, ways that are helpful for me to think about it. But for now, let's just kind of write them down, okay? So 90 degrees will just be a quarter turn, okay? Now let's think about it this way. What would a full turn be if we were to go back to the starting point? 360, right? 360 is a full turn, full circle, okay? So if I'm turning around 360 from here, I'm going 90 plus 90 plus 90, 360. I'm back at my spot. So 90 degrees is a fourth. It's a quarter turn. Okay. So we have 180 degrees. Now we're going this direction. Okay. So we have x comma y yields negative x comma negative y. Okay. And then the last one, not least, a 270 degree rotation. That's almost 360. It's 3/4 of the way there. X comma y yields. Excuse me. I said negative x comma y. I misspoke earlier on this one, guys. Excuse me. I looked up and I saw that wasn't right. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going back to 90 degrees here. It should be negative y comma x. Okay. We swap those two around. We swap the two around.
Oh my gosh, you need a brain break.
I think I do.
Why can't we, why can't we just put an X comma negative one? Why is it Y?
Because what happens, that's a great question. Why is the y in the x's spot? Why can't I put the x comma negative y? Okay. So why that is, I have why that is, okay, is we take the original y and we put it in the x's spot and make it negative. So they actually switch spaces. So this becomes our x. It's just our original y, negative version of it. So like the x becomes our y, but we still use the same coordinate there. I think it'll make more sense once we do a couple. Okay, I really do. Okay, so on this one we end up getting back to 270 degrees now. X comma y yields y comma negative x. Okay, ends up yielding y comma negative x. Okay. Now for this, guys, what I have here is there's a foldable for us to make. Okay, we're gonna make a foldable here real quick. Okay, a little bit of hands-on thing. Just make a foldable. So can we say craft time? Yes. Okay. So we're gonna make this foldable here. Okay. Colton, would you be willing to pass these out? No. Okay. Okay. Can I start with some of these in different No, they're not. So don't be
They're
mad
not
at them.
straight.
Okay, don't be unsafe with them.
Starts running around the room.
Okay. There's no arm running or throwing the scissors or anything like that. Okay. So for this foldable, guys, what you're gonna first do is you're gonna take it and you're gonna fold it hot dog style. Okay, you're gonna fold it hot dog style. So you have the blank on one side and your big fat rotations on the other. Okay. So you're gonna have blank on one side, rotation on the other. Fold it hot dog style. Okay.
False. Hot dog.
Hot dogs
You
are long.
have it like this.
Uh-huh.
And you fold it down.
Give it.
I mean, she does have it in half. Put it down top.
It's long ways though. So the long ways is hot
You
dog.
put it like this,
Uh-huh.
and you fold it down.
Wow,
It's a
you're
hamburger.
Yeah, but
You have a
what was
Scooby snack ball. Look at it.
Oh, yeah, I'm like taking this. Okay. Which way? Show me how you would fold this. I agree.
Mr. Fossil, I see what she means. Because,
Okay.
Mr. Fossil, this is, okay, ignore the writing though, on the paper, right? And like, just imagine a blank sheet of paper. If you're folding it like this, it's just hot dog.
Yes.
Because it's like
Oh,
supposed
because
to
I
be-
turned it sideways.
Yes.
Now it kind of looks like camera.
You might run out.
Okay, sorry, I didn't understand. Thank you for explaining that. Okay. So everybody fold it hot dog style, okay? With your rotations on the outside, okay? Then after you fold it hot dog style,
You're
guys.
just not gonna give me one?
You ran out.
We ran out. This is
Ah.
how we're going to give your stuff now. This is how we're going to give your stuff. Okay, I'll be handing over this last
It's Jillian's fault.
He wasn't gonna give me one.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why I didn't have enough.
It's okay, you're human.
But I like to be prepared. I'm sorry.
Wait, hot dog you say?
Yes.
I didn't get any
So
scissors.
no, it's okay. And so what you'll do next is you'll cut along the dashed line. Okay, don't cut all the way up. Only cut along the dash. Okay. So as soon as it hits solid and then no line, don't cut. Okay. Cut along that. Okay. Next, there's a part where it says glue here, right? Okay. I'm gonna pass around some glue sticks. And I'm gonna ask you guys to glue where it says to glue. Okay.
Oh,
So we're gonna glue where it says glue. Okay? You're gonna glue where it says glue.
Why?
Okay?
What he said.
Because it ends up laying out a lot nicer when you do it that way.
it does.
That was intense.
Cut his dotted line you say?
I wouldn't try eating it. What did you say, Colton?
Dotted line?
Yes, please. I mean, I call him Dash for sure.
Yeah, dash.
Okay. So glue where it says glue. Okay.
Broken line.
Right there. Yeah. Then where it says glue here, exclamation, exclamation. Okay. Okay. So then what I'm gonna have you do after you glue, okay, along this cut, you can fold this back. You can fold the first flap back. You now have 3 flaps, okay? You can fold them and make a crease, where they because it should be glued down. So you can fold it and make a crease along this solid black line back. You can fold them and make 3 creases. Okay. Yeah, so we need to glue it down first. Your kid, you want to? So it's like actually push it. Now it should only fold that part. That makes sense? Awesome, okay. Hey, if anybody needs help with this, please raise your hand real quick so I can help you, okay? Yeah, sorry I feel that way. Okay.
Following directions is my first name.
Is it? Interesting. I follow any directions.
It's oh, left hand, we get awkward.
I'm down.
I'm down.
I was wondering if anybody get that. Nice to meet you. Okay. My hands are cold, sorry about that.
They are.
Yeah, they're like freezing. I don't know why. What did you say?
No. She's afraid of it. She's
Oh,
afraid of the car.
okay.
Of course it was.
Okay, thank you for at least being honest about it.
Whoa,
And I'm like,
Oh,
your hands are cold?
My hands are so cold.
You should probably put them in your pockets.
I should probably put them in the corner.
Because it's 90 degrees.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Why?
It's 90 degrees. Dang, that's pretty good, Gracie.
Put them
Alright.
on the street.
So, hey. So now this is our 90-degree flap. This is our 90-degree flap, okay? So 90 degrees, once again it says counterclockwise, it says counterclockwise, okay? So x comma y,
Wait, where are we at?
we're on our 90-degree flap. We're on our 90-degree flap, okay? So if you flip it up, you flip your 90-degree flap up, we're on the top part of the flap. This is the top part of the flap, this is the bottom part, okay? This is the top of the flap, okay? And this is the bottom of the flap. Okay? So x comma y yields what comma what? Look back at our notes, that's the one we had to change.
Negative YX.
Very good. Negative y comma x, okay? I'm going to write that in there. Okay? Then we have this example that we're going to do on this flap, okay? On the bottom part, the part that doesn't flap, underneath the flap, okay? We're going to graph the triangle ABC with these vertices. I know my graph does not show up well on here at all for whatever reason, okay? So but you guys have it on yours, okay? And I trust that we can graph these right now. So we're going to graph A, B, and C for this triangle.
Wait,
So
how do we have a graph? Oh, wait.
Yeah, you look back at the top and it says example graph triangle ABC and it gives you the vertices.
Mind your own business and work on yourself like you're supposed to.
I am.
You got that graph.
No, I just got done doing my paper.
Okay, well, you need to write that down and you need to graph.
Okay, I will.
Okay, go.
Alright. So then after we have it graphed, the original, we're going to work on our new image, transformation, okay, our rotation. So, if our A is originally 2 comma 1, what's going to happen is for the negative y comma x, is we'll take our original x, which is 2, and we'll put that where the y goes for A prime. Because according to this, x and y yields negative y comma x. So we put the x where the y would go. Then we're going to take the y, make it negative, and put it where the x goes. So if we have 2 comma 1, we're going to end up having negative 1 comma 2. Can anybody tell me what b prime would end up being? Anybody tell me what? Okay, very good. Negative 8, positive 3, okay? So we took our y, made it negative, put it in the x spot. And just took normal x and put it in the y spot. Okay? So you switch them around, and you make the y negative. The old y negative, the new x negative. Okay, the old y negative.
Negative 2.
Okay, and this one would be negative 2, 7. Cool. Okay? And then after we do that, we can go ahead and graph these. Okay, we can graph these, plot these points.
How'd you already know where it was?
Sorry, what was that question?
How'd you already know where it was? How'd
No.
you get the negative 1, negative 2, negative 8, 3, 2?
By using this.
What'd you do though? You just what? Negative 8, just move it negative?
Okay, so we had negative y comma x. We took our x and put it in the y spot. The x originally for a was 2. So for a prime, the y would be 2.
Then why is the x negative now?
Okay, because it's telling us to put negative y in for that. So we take this 1, which was the y, make it negative, and we put it in for that.
maybe label the numbers on there.
Well, you like turn
Like
it.
they
You
label
just
this
like
as X
turn
and
it
Y.
all around. That's all you did.
Just
is
say
turn
X
it
and
around.
that's why.
Negative.
That makes sense.
Dang, boy.
Okay. Let's go ahead and finish off this one and see if it makes more sense once we're done, okay? So b prime is at negative 8 comma 3.
Oh, you did your B's. Why? I'm so lost.
Someone said that last year too. Like,
What?
legit, someone told me like some like other random student I didn't even have last year came in my room was like, someone told me you write your letters up like going up. I'm like, yeah, I do the same thing.
Wait,
Like,
write your B again. He starts it from the bottom.
That's how I do it. Oh, no, never mind.
What? What? Start
Weird.
from the bottom.
I just did a line and right?
oh, I just
But
did
you
it all.
started from the bottom.
Yeah, and then
How
I
do
just
you write
tried
your
to keep it.
S's?
How do you write S's?
Because my mom does them from the bottom up. Oh, I do my S's from the bottom.
Oh, I read it normal.
I do it.
Normal me?
How do you do
I
8s?
Define normal.
It's 8. Wait, write a 4. You don't do your 8s like that
What
normally.
is this, art class?
No,
No,
yeah,
four.
write a 4.
I don't know what to
Write a
tell you.
4. I don't do it like
That's a
that.
Yeah,
pretty
yours is
four.
weird.
That's a pretty four TV.
That is-
Thanks. Okay. Anyway,
Pretty.
we're gonna go and connect these.
Why are you like
Awkward. Weird.
no.
Okay. So we didn't just reflect it over here. If you notice, the positioning of all these letters ended up changing. Okay. C kind of started on the bottom right. Now it's on the top. B was on the top. Now it's on the left. Okay. And A was on the bottom left. Now it's on the bottom right. What happens is it ends up kind of looking like somebody took this triangle and like pushed it over. Looks like somebody took this triangle and pushed it over. Okay. So my demonstration of this, guys, is like I have this stool. Okay. And I pushed it over. Okay. So it's like we took a 90-degree rotation and I just pushed the stool over.
That
Okay.
was violent that line.
Then I botched that. Okay. So I took the stool, pushed it over. We have a 90-degree rotation. Okay. That's what it ends up looking like. Now, maybe for you, this is something to where you can visualize this a lot easier than I can. I struggle personally with visualizing it. I really do. So I needed to use this in order to get it. Another way that sometimes can help me is if knowing, okay, so originally I went 2 to the right, 1 up from the origin for A. So if I turn my paper, or if I, see if I can do this very well, take this and rotate it this way. What? Okay, so I'm gonna go from like here. I'd go 2 to the right, 1 up. If I look at it this way, okay. Maybe that didn't work out too well. Okay, let me just talk about it from this direction. Okay, I would have to move it down. So if I were to think about it this way, I go 2 to the right, 1 up. So if I just kind of turn my body, since I can't really turn this paper very well, because I can't turn the board. Okay, go 2 to the right, 1 up. But I gotta kind of turn to where I'm facing this direction, where the 90 degrees should go. And I'm gonna go 2 to my new right, which is up, but to me it's right the way I'm facing, and 1 up, and that's where it's gonna be. C ends up being 7 to the right, 2 up. So if I go here, C ends up being 7 to my new right, and 2 up for me. So if you kind of just change your paper or change the way you're facing around, okay, that can help you. Now you guys can just change your paper because you guys can turn it. Okay, I just can't turn the board, okay? But a lot of times, like when I was going through the homework sheets and whatnot, I would often turn it, okay? No,
Alright.
okay, no, we're not. Okay. Questions on 90? Okay. So let's go ahead and go to 180, the 180 flap here. Okay. All ready? Okay.
Okay. It says negative for both.
Oh, okay. So x comma y yields what? Go ahead.
Okay. Negative x, comma, negative y.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, question right away.
Uh huh.
Okay. Negative 5 is already negative. Negative 1 is already negative.
So what's a negative of negative 5?
Positive.
Positive.
Just positive.
But like,
Negative,
what's the point of it even being there?
Because it's just talking about starting position versus ending position. If something can start negative in this case.
Okay.
Graph. Okay. So we're gonna on 180 we're gonna graph this triangle x y z. So yeah, I'm well, like this is okay. Negative 5, comma negative 1. Weird flex. Okay. Y negative 7, comma 6. And z negative 1, comma 2. Now in this case, I think this one of the 3, for me, is the easiest one to keep straight. Maybe that's not the case for you, but for me, I found this one is the easiest one for me to keep straight because I don't have to change order or anything about that. I don't have to remember which one of them is turning negative. They're just both negative, same order. So what is x prime here? What's x prime here?
Positive 5.
Positive 5, comma what? Positive 1. We took whatever our x was, and we did the opposite sign of that. We didn't change the order at all. So at negative 5, comma negative 1, to positive 5, comma positive 1. Okay? What ends up being our y prime here? Yeah, positive 7, comma negative 6. Very good. And somebody different was it? What ends up being our z prime again?
Positive 1, negative 2.
Very good. Positive 1, negative 2. Okay, so we'll graph each of these three new points as well. Okay, so we have positive 5, 1 is our x prime. Okay, 7, negative 6 here is our y prime. And z prime is at 1, negative 2. So this one ends up being diagonal of where it was originally, okay? And we rotated it around, okay? So z was closest to our origin, z is still closest to our origin. Y was furthest away, it's still furthest away, okay? It's like we spun it all 180 degrees around, yes.
Wouldn't 360 just be the same spot?
Yes, 360 would be the same spot, yeah. Okay? That's why we don't have a 360 on here.
It's just a beer.
Huh?
You should make every question on the test.
360, yeah. 360 no scope.
Oh.
Okay. So for my stool demonstration for this one, guys, if this is normal, okay, I'm not gonna, this one won't be loud, okay, this one won't be loud, okay? So I would take it on its side, okay, and then I would go even more this direction, okay? And so now, these legs over here, okay, were originally on your guys' right-hand side.
Yes.
But now they're on your guys' left-hand side, okay? So just the same, y was originally on the left-hand side of the triangle, now it's on the right-hand side, okay? So same idea, okay? So not only is it upside down, but everything kind of flips sides too, because as we spun it around, that's what ends up happening, okay? So as you spin it around, this is right now on your guys' left-hand side, it's gonna go back on your guys' right-hand side over here, okay? Now it's back on your right-hand side.
Does that mean you just gonna make like
Okay, let's go on to our 270 degree, okay? So look at 270 degree flap here. Okay. X comma y yields what?
y, comma, negative x?
Very good. Y comma negative x, okay? So as per usual, we're gonna graph our original triangle. Let's graph our original triangle. That's not x. That is p. Look. Okay. Then we're gonna graph q, negative 6, 0. And r, negative 2, 1. Then we'll go through and we'll do our transformation, our rotation, 270 degrees, okay? So let's just think about it real quick for a second about where this should end up, okay? What quadrant it should end up. Right now, we're in this quadrant down here. So at 270 degree, where do we think that might end up? Quadrant 2, which one is quadrant 2? The top left, right? Yeah, very good, okay? So currently it's in quadrant 3, bottom left, but we should end up in quadrant 2, okay? Because if we go 90 degrees, it's here, 180 here, 270 over here, okay? And if we think back, 360 would be all the way back to where it should be. So one less than that, 1/4 turn less, because it's 3/4 will be that quadrant, okay? Very good, Ian. Okay? Yes, okay. I agree, okay? So now, if p is negative 8 comma negative 5, can anyone tell me what p prime would be?
Are you just writing like random up there? Can you even see the little boxes?
I can barely see it.
Why are the x why is the x and y flipped? Like I don't get that.
That's actually just ends up being how it works out after we go about doing it, okay?
So we can like so negative 8 would be positive 8
Yeah, and where would it be? Which spot?
in the y
In
spot.
the y spot. What goes in the spot?
That would be positive 5, negative 5, and then
So the y stays the same, but it goes to the x spot. The x goes the opposite. It would be negative 5 because if you have normal y. If you had negative y
oh,
and
so
then
it's
negative
just like
negative.
multiple.
Yeah, yeah, think of that way.
Wait,
So,
what the negative 5 is x now?
Correct. Yep.
Okay, cool. So I need
And
But
what
the
are-
x is negative, so why would you keep it?
Because we have to take the negative of it. So the negative of negative 8 is positive 8.
You just said that 5 is x.
5s are new x. Negative 5s are new x. Because it was the y. So we started off with -8, comma,
But why
-5.
comes first?
In this case, yeah, y goes first now, in our new one. So we take the -5, which was the y, and we put it right in here, for -5.
But you just said that first
Right, I need to check.
For p prime, it is.
but the y comes first. So why would that be x and y? If it's
This is our
y-
this is our y from p, and in p prime, we put the y here,
Why is it negative?
and now
5?
which spot is it in? Is it in the normal coordinate x spot or the normal coordinate y spot?
x.
So that's why it's our new x.
Why is
But
it-
then why wouldn't you change that to positive? Don't break the term.
Because we just put the original y here. So this is saying from our old coordinate, what are we gonna put in our new coordinate?
It doesn't make sense though, because y
Yeah,
is,
that makes
okay,
no
so y is
sense.
positive though in here, right? But
Yes.
why is it, what is -5?
Because y is whatever the y was.
Okay, but you're
So
saying it's
our-
y and
our
then you say
y-
it's x.
Our y in this
The y
is
value
just
is
whatever
not
this
x.
is.
Then why is
So
it
it's
moved
-5,
up?
that's -5. So when we have -8, we took the negative of -8. Okay, you can think about it this way, negative of -8, which ends up being a positive.
Okay.
Okay.
Zero now.
Can somebody tell me what, yes, Gracie?
0 and 6.
Thank you, it would be 0,6 for q prime.
Doesn't
Okay.
Negative 1.
What was that, Ian?
Never mind.
Gracie, go ahead.
Negative 1 and negative.
-1
Oh,
comes something.
negative 1 and 2.
Yeah, and positive 2,
My
okay?
bad. I
We
wrote
take
it
the
down
negative of
and
the
I didn't
negative.
even look.
Gotcha, yeah.
There's always gonna be the rules that.
For our rotations?
Yeah.
Yes. It was already negative, we had to take the opposite of the negative. So just like with p prime, we took the -8 and made it a positive 8.
Yeah, but when was
Yes, because just like this -5, say -5, the -1 will say -1. Because we don't change the sign on that. And I think after we draw this out, we'll see, oh, it does match up, okay? So if we plot these -5, 8, that's where our p prime is. Q prime ends up being 0,6, and r prime ends up being -1, 2.
Straight line.
I'm just confused on. So I know that the x is x and then y, but then you change it in our rule to y and then x. So why would you keep it the same as the rule? Because if you went back, then they'd be switched again. If p was the original, then you switch them back and it'd be 8, -5. Right.
The negative 8, right?
That's what I meant.
Okay, yeah, I
That's what
agree.
I meant.
I agree.
Sorry.
I was making sure we're on the same page.
So I'm like kind of confused
Like y, I'm
On
saying x,
how-
y, x, y, x, y,
Yeah.
y, x.
because I was fine, like I got it right before like we went over it,
Right.
but then you started saying that 5 was x.
So it just becomes our new x. Because if we don't even look at this, we plot this point. Like after we do that, we get these points, and then we do tunnel vision and just plot these points. You're going to use this to know for your x or your y value, left or right or up or down. That's going to be left or right. So here, if we do tunnel vision in on this after we get it, it's our x.
Okay.
Does that make more sense?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for asking that. Okay. Any other questions on this, guys? Okay. So we can use these quotables to kind of help us through this, okay? To help us, and I'm sure what you guys are gonna do, okay, is tonight, tomorrow, and all the next few weeks. I'm sure in any of your free time, you're probably just gonna sit there and quiz yourself, as like Ian's talking about right now. He knows what I'm talking about, okay? He's all on board with this, okay? He's so happy to have this, guys, okay? Is to take this and be like 90 degrees. Oh, boom! That is -y, x. I know it. Flip it over and over again. Just quiz yourself, right? Okay. I know you guys are amped about that. Okay. But for real, this is just a graphic where I can help you guys. Some people really, really, really benefit from these. Okay. You might be one of those people. I'm so happy for you. If not, hopefully this still helps you a little bit. Okay. No.
I will be used on the test.
Okay. No. Yeah. Okay.
Why
So
would
we
I?
have to remember the y
That's
and
okay.
negative x.
Okay. So let's go ahead and move on to number 1 here on our example. We are not going to do all these examples, okay? I'll tell you that right now. We're not gonna do all these examples, okay? I want you guys to do example 1 on your own, okay? We've done a 90-degree rotation, okay? We're doing another 90-degree rotation here, okay? Hey, if you get done with one, and I've already checked it, I do want you to move on to 2 and 3, okay? And then once you're done with all 3 of those, actually, I'll go ahead and hand you the homework. Okay, or I'll have you come back and take the homework. So once you finish the first 3 correctly, okay, you can start on the homework, okay? And you can just take this as work time. Okay, don't do number 3. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. Yep. And once you're done with 1, 2, and 3, okay? Or once you're done with 1, I want to check it, so that way I make sure you're doing it right before we continue moving on, okay? And then we move on to 2 and 3, and after you've been checked with all of those, you can go get the homework. Mr. Cosmo? I'm done for you. I don't know when this process meeting. Okay? Kale had his hand up earlier, so I'll come to him first. Okay? So move on to 2, very good. Maybe stepping your toes. Literally. So, pretty sure. Right, alright. Yeah, see what I did there? Use your knife, okay? Number 2, I do your hand up. Very good. Yep. Very good. Do something anyone can make it more. Very good.
Okay. Which ones do we do?
1, 2, and 3. Very good. If you want me to, I can. Otherwise, you can go ahead and do 2 and 3. Sorry. So this is original. I agree with that. So now what do we do for a 90-degree rotation? Which of these five steps?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Hostel, is it this one?
A reminder, once you've done all 3, have them checked, got it correct, we can start on the homework, it's on my desk, okay? And you don't have to do your first call, okay?
Can I do 12 right?
You can focus in front, I guess.
So,
There you go.
which one do you start at?
E portion on the corner.
I'm
You
confused.
do 1, 2, 3, ready, oh, what'd you say?
So we start here. We start here, right? And you wanna- just have to move right there.
Yep. If it helps you, okay, grab it.
Alright.
It's not a bad way to go about it.
Forward.
So a reminder on the homework, we won't do number 12, so we're just doing 1 and 3 on our notes here, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and work through 1 and 3 up here, or 1 up here, since I think the majority of us have, close to have.
Strap is all
It is, okay?
So once we're done with 1, 2, and 3, we can go on to our homework.
If you've had it checked, then yes.
Hank, but it's not Wednesday.
Yes, I need to know.
Is it pink?
Yep.
I'll say pink.
I know,
I'll say rosado. I mean,
Oh my god. No, look, I'm the first time you to give that thing, and I wrote it out.
I just think it's funny.
No.
If you have a scissors and glue, I will gladly take those back on my clipboard.
Well, come here, put your earphones.
You're gonna check.
Oh, yeah, no.
Very good. You put it on my clipboard.
What light?
Oops, okay. Slick, right? Making you proud. Very good.
Run. Give me one.
That's how you know it's right. Oh, yeah, that's why you asked the question. Oh. Yes, good. People call my forms weird, I call yours weird, right? Reminder, once you finish it, it's work time. It is work time, okay? I'd love for you to use that time wisely. With AirPods?
Oh, no, I don't have earphones. I'm not.
What are you saying? You get what?
I'm so like Apple.
Like the earphones?
In general.
Yeah, the wired ones? Yeah, I honestly, I forgot they made them wires.
I see. It's flexing on poor people. Did you see the AirPod Pros?
Yeah.
They're ugly.
Look at
They-
They're amazing though,
Are they actually nice?
You use them?
amazing. Yeah, my husband's got them and they are amazing. It really does
Hey,
impact
Siri.
the noise.
Really?
Show me AirPod Pros. Ew. In case like hot dogs were around. Hey, yo, what? I wasn't even like on my phone. I was just talking to it.
What if you don't start at a 0 degree? Because this is starting at an angle.
So, pretend this is zero. So you go 90. Where do you go 90 from there?
Counterclockwise.
Exactly right.
Two sides.
This is so much more difficult.
Hopefully you can kind of do that now.
So it's maybe it looks like Apple adds one different thing to the like new and improved and the price. I'd rather add earpieces to the AirPods and now they're $260.
Wait, what are they?
It always be a thing.
Like honestly though, like these are sound quality.
I mean, I really like it. Just because the convenience factor is really high.
I guess the battery lasts like
Yeah, like you
twice
could
as
charge
long.
your phone and listen to music at the same time and clean the house. I really want some. I'm gonna ask.
like
They're cheaper now, aren't they? Because they were like $169.
Yeah, I think so. I got mine refurbished. So I got them cheaper.
What is refurbished?
Basically means that like if there was something wrong with them, someone sent them in, they fixed them, and they're selling them again, they cancel them for the same amount. So, yeah.
I thought, like, when you said that, I thought of the Furby things. Those freak me out. I
Sure,
hate them.
sure. It's like different like retailers, like it's like Best Buy and stuff, like sell them back. So I haven't had a single issue.
If your wire breaks on your like Apple cord or whatever, you just take it out. It's gonna give you
Really?
yeah. I was talking trash when I was in the last one. Like, there's cords of trash. So like, would you have a broken one too? Yeah. Like, there's two. This is what you do.
Really?
Oh, that's sweet.
Find a bunch of old broken headphones.
Oh, I don't want the worst for headphones. That'd be so good.
Ian's just trying to think how can I cop this system?
Don't they say waterproof on them? The headphones?
I've definitely
Yeah,
sent
mine
mine
fell
through
in the
the
hot
wash.
tub. They were done for.
Mine
Like, I
have been through the
couldn't-
washer
like, no,
multiple
just
times.
the
My AirPods
earpiece.
went through the washer.
Like, they just went.
They
and
still
then-
work.
Done.
I know. Mine kept working and then broke.
But it wasn't like my phone. Like, my phone was high. It was just the top of the thing. But then I had to like unplug them really quick so that like the electric current wouldn't go like, through my phone and break it. That was the scariest one on my life. I thought I was gonna like die from being electrocuted in water.
Oh, you're still working, right?
Like,
Yes. I was just like, worrying, so, you know.
Yeah.
Wait, so
You're gonna get what you bet. There's different.
Grandpa has
You mad, bro?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it is not. Officer Doug.
I agree.
I mean, y'all could be wrong together.
I have to no with the Office. I have to watch like 3 episodes and like take a month break and then I have to watch it again. I no, it's super funny, but when it's not funny, then it's super boring. I just can't.
how much are they?
What episode you on Friends?
I finished it like 5 times.
Oh, for real?
Me and my mom watch it like religiously.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try and work quiet the rest of the time, okay? Well, let's get you done. Grace, Grace.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was great.
I'm sure it was. I'm not doubting.
What is it, the fourth?
It is all day long.
What is bell mean?
What's that?
What does this bell thing mean?
What do you mean bell thing?
Name, date, and then bell.
Oh, just like period.
And it's like what hours? Okay, I think that's wrong.
Yeah.
So if
I think there's Stranger